Lee Daniels, The Butler. Basic facts. Director Lee Daniels. Writers Danny Strong and Will Haygood. Main actors Cecil Gaines as Forrest Whitaker as Cecil Gaines. Oprah Winfrey as Gloria Gaines. David Oyelowo as Louis Gaines. Isaac White as Charlie Gaines. Tennant Howard as Howard. Lenny Kravitz as James Holloway. Yaya Discosta as Carol Hammy. Year released in Denmark on September 19th, 2013. Length 2 hours and 12 minutes. Genre biography, drama. Short description of the plot. In the movie, we start out in 1926 by seeing field slaves working in a cotton field. All of a sudden, the white master comes out and demands that our main character's mother comes with him. The master kills the mother, and after when he comes out and the father tries to stand up to him, but gets shot in front of the boy. The mother of the master makes the boy a house slave and trains him. He becomes an excellent house slave. You then slowly see the boy grow up and become better and better at what he does. He becomes so good at that he gets hired at the White House. You then see him working in the White House as a butler throughout 8 presidents. In this time, you see major development in his family and his family's lives, and also in the fight against segregation. Looking at the movie from a field's perspective, I am seeing a lot of reality. As in the beginning of the movie, where you are presented with the difference between being a field slave and a house slave. You can see the difference in the way the mother of Cecil's master rewards Cecil by letting him in the house after her son murders his father. Throughout the movie, I also see a lot of honesty about segregation. There are even clips of real life situations from videos. An example of segregation in the movie is when Cecil is trained by the old man in the hotel to become a butler. Here he is told that he would need two faces, his own and the one he shows the whites. I feel to show how much the black community has to change themselves in order to survive. Not only are they not allowed the same things, which is also represented in the movie, but they also have to create an alter ego. Segregation in that form that the two colors have two separate establishments is well presented in the movie, in the part where Louis Gaines joined the Freedom Riders as an organization that wants to get rid of segregation in a non-violent manner. I like this part of the movie because I really think they have captured how much white hatred there were, and how the white people just got to act as they liked. There were no consequences. In this part of the movie, they also start to show a lot of real clips from back when segregation was a reality in America. The video clips make the movie realistic in its way of convincing people this was a real problem. This was a whole this was how a whole race was treated. In the movie, I also like how they show how the house slaves want to believe in their master and think he does the best he can, as in Malcolm X's speech. Whereas the field slaves and the new generation want to do something about how they're treated. They want to fight segregation and they want to fight the government. The purpose of the movie is to inform about how segregation was back in the old America. And I think my field is represented in a way that presents the issue but also makes the movie worth watching for people just looking for a good movie. I do think the movie gives a righteous picture of the issues, especially with the clips from actual events playing in the televisions throughout the movie, and actually burn downs of people. I think it's still important to be aware of the issue because it's still happening in other forms. Black people are still being treated poorly, and there is still segregation in the way that some areas you will not see a black person in schools, cafes, and so on. What do you think about the movie, and should other people watch it? I think it's a very good and emotional movie that's worth the watch. Not just as a film about segregation, but also just as a movie for movie night. I really like how they show the differences between the people whom have been house slaves and the new generation that really want to do something no matter the consequences. I also really like how realistic the movie gets when they show real life movie clips of the black people used to get treated at raids or what the KKK used to do to these people.